Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, but also how we're going to fix it together. And the content that I'm going to show you today is something come out of the Ninth Circuit. Now, this might be important to you because the Ninth Circuit, or known as the Ninth Circus sometimes, is not exactly friendly to gun rights. However, now they're saying that the mandated California purchasing limits of one gun per 1 month is unconstitutional, or at least likely to be unconstitutional. What in the world is going on? Cats are sleeping together with dogs. It's a situation. We're going to walk through the entire thing. Everything will be linked in the description box below. I can't wait to hear what you guys think. And of course, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on. We are distributing freedom twice, 3, 4 times daily sometimes. And we'd love to have you along for the ride. And thank you for that consideration. Now, guys, what we're going to dive into, let me show you this real quick because I want to just highlight the article source right up there from Bloomberg Law. Okay, so this is not a conservative source. This is the Bloomberg Gun Controllers. California's one gun a month rule doubted by Ninth Circuit panel. You know what else I'd love to have them doubt? Red flag laws that are really big in California. And also brings me to the point of a situation. Imagine this theoretical. You're sitting in your house, you get a knock on your door, the police come to take your gun rights because some nosy neighbor or some gun control Karen in a blue state that has red flag laws decided you shouldn't have your gun rights because they knew better than you did. So they got to get called before an ad hoc court that decided you can't have your gun rights. So a warrant is issued from the bench. Police go and you are caught in a bad scenario. Don't let that be you. Check out USCCA. They have red flag coverage. They have world-class training. They have all the ways to help you in this God-forbidden situation. So check them out. Thank you so much to them for making this content possible. But let me get back to this, guys. California's one gun a month rule. Now remember, gun controllers tout these things as the bee's knees. This is the best way to save lives with common sense gun reform. Only one tiny smidgen of a problem. Even the Ninth Circuit, which is renowned for standing up with gun control, is going about that. Check this out. A California law restricting residents from purchasing more than one firearm in a 30-day period was scrutinized by a panel of appeals court judges who appeared skeptical that the law passed constitutional muster. Okay, first of all, the fact that it's even a question is a different problem, but let's just take what we've got. They're questioning it in the Ninth Circuit of all places. And this is interesting. I'm about to show you all the details, but although the state argued the law is meant to curtail illegal gun trafficking through bulk purchases, the judges for the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Ninth Circuit at a Wednesday hearing said the rule likely infringes on the Second Amendment. Likely? Okay, let me show you what they're actually arguing from the state of California. This doesn't show you how insane this is. I don't know what does. All right, here's the article for reference. Again, everything's always linked. California defends one gun a month law at the Ninth Circuit. California argues that it is a ban against buying more than one gun in a 30-day period doesn't violate the Second Amendment. It just acts as a commercial regulation to try to stop gun runners and straw purchasers, both illegal by the way, from buying guns to sell to criminals. And as you can see the date, August 14th, 2024. So this was yesterday. Let me dive into this a little bit because some of the arguments that they highlight here are so foolish. And I got to bring them to you because this is how we spread this message. This is this dumb. In fact, I've got a different color highlighter, which is a whole different scenario. Oh, we gotta get into this. So, this is San Diego, beautiful people. The state of California told a Ninth Circuit panel on Wednesday that a ban on buying more than one gun in a 30-day period doesn't violate people's Second Amendment rights. It just controls the pace they can acquire them to try to prevent criminals from buying guns in bulk. Okay. On its face, that's stupid. Criminals buying guns from a retail store in bulk. Do you think it's going to happen? No, that's not going to happen. But don't worry, it's controlling how many the criminals can buy. Of course, it's stupid on its face. But this is what we're facing. So let's continue. I got a couple things I want to show you. Quote, do arms traffickers buy two at a time? It seems like no, said U.S. Circuit Judge Danielle J. Forrest, a Donald Trump appointee. The state's law is a commercial regulation on when you can own a gun, not if you can own a gun, argued Jerry Yan, an attorney with the State Attorney General's Office of California. We're not controlling your rights. We're just saying when you can have them. They're openly admitting this in court. Guys, we would never infringe upon your rights. We're just telling you when you can have them. Okay, let's keep going before we get to the blue part. The blue part, you're going to love every second of it. Quote, it would be absurd to think that a government could say you can only buy one book a month because we want to make sure that you really understand the books you read. Or you could only attend one protest a month because, there's some societal drawbacks from having protests, so we want to kind of space those out. People would say that's absurd, Forrest said. That is exactly the point. If you want to start winning these fights, if you want to start passing our gun rights to the next generation and send these gun controllers packing, start tying together the common sense infringements that they're doing on our gun rights with the First Amendment, with your right to protest. Because it's absurd on its face what they're asking. But because it's guns and it's common sense, it's an outlier. It's not an outlier. It is on par with the other rights. That's the point. The first and the second. They are very important amendments. But anyway, let me get to the blue part here, because this is mind-boggling. Just listen to this. This is from a Barack Obama appointee. U.S. Circuit Judge John B. Owens, a Barack Obama nominee, presented Yin, this is the California representative, with a scenario involving the owner of a small liquor store being threatened by a gang at both his store and at his house. If the owner didn't already own a gun and now wanted two guns, one for their home and one for their business for self-defense, under the state's law, the owner would have to buy one and have to wait 30 days to buy the other one, which seems to prevent them from being able to defend themselves under the Second Amendment, Owens said. You think? Don't worry, guys. Listen to what California said. Yin agreed. But the plaintiffs in this case, a group of gun owners, gun sellers, and gun rights organizations filed suit against the state in 2020, claiming the law violated their Second Amendment rights. Already own firearms, he said. Now, this is a very key distinction. He's saying that it's not an infringement upon gun rights because, yes, you do have the right to Second Amendment. You just have the mandated control of when you can have them. But it won't apply to the people who put the lawsuit in place here because they already had guns. So, yes, hypothetically, if they needed to buy them, they could only do one every 30 days, but they already have them. So it's not an infringement on their rights, only everyone else's. That's the argument that I've got shown on the screen right now. This stuff is powerful. It's incredibly powerful, guys. This is nuts. And the last thing to wrap this. It would be absurd, DeGiuseppe said, to pass a similar law banning people from using their First Amendment rights more than once a month, like prohibiting people from buying a printing press more than once a month, or accessing Facebook, based on the theory that it's necessary to control what they might do. That's the incredibly important point. I didn't highlight anything else. Okay, cool. This is the takeaway here, guys, and this is what I want to jump over and really encapsulate this. What they are arguing here is that it's okay to infringe upon your Second Amendment rights and put limits on them, and after all, you didn't lose them. However, if you put those exact same limits in their hypotheticals on the freedom of speech or the freedom to protest, all of those things, that would be unconscionable. That would be insane. No one would think it's absurd, as the articles I just showed you state. However, when it comes to guns, it's no longer absurd. They are equal rights. They are not different. They are not more dangerous. They are not more scary. Nothing. They are identical rights. The sooner that we start connecting these types of examples that just happened in the Ninth Circuit of all places, the sooner we start to push back against this insane, aggressive gun grab that is never ending. And that's what I've got for you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.